Apostle Paul learned it the hard way. In 2 Corinthians 12, Paul tells about this vision he had. At least we think it's him. He says it's this other guy, but it sounds like he's kind of talking about somebody else, but it's like, yeah, I know this guy, wink, wink. It's really Paul. And he got caught up to the third heaven and had this vision out of the body, maybe, not really sure, but it felt weird. And heard some things I can't repeat, and we think, why did you say that? You know, don't you love when people, hey, I have a secret, but I'm not going to tell you what it is, and then you want to know what it is. And here's Paul saying, hey, there's secrets in heaven, and I know them, but I can't tell you. And you want to just say, Paul, you could have just not written that. He says, I've got this exceptional experience, and to keep me from being too elated, right? God is saying, hey, Paul, I've given you this exceptional experience, but I don't want you to think too highly of yourself. I don't want you to get too elated. And so Paul says he gave me this thing I'm calling the thorn in my flesh. And the scholars are trying to figure this out, and there's all these different theories, and nobody really knows what it is. But Paul has got some weakness, some struggling, some infirmity, something that's just a reminder to him that he's not all that. And here's what Paul concludes. Here's what Jesus said to Paul, all right? 3 times I appealed to the Lord. Take this thorn. That sounds a lot like Jesus, doesn't it, actually? 3 times he appeals to the Lord. Won't you take this suffering away from me? Take this thorn, whatever it is, take it away. And after that, Jesus says to Paul, the Lord says to Paul, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Anybody weak? You can actually raise your hand on this one. In reality, we all have weaknesses. We don't all like to admit it. Jesus says to Paul, Paul, I'm not looking for a strong person. I'm not looking for a person who's got it all going for him. In fact, if you think you're that kind of person, Paul, I've got something special for you. Because you need to remember you're weak. Because your weakness is a theater for my power. My power is made perfect in your weakness. Jesus uses unexpected people to build his unstoppable